Hello everyone, I hope everyone is well. Today I want to run quickly through a market update since we're in Bitcoin all-time highs region. So there has been a lot of manipulation over the past few days since the weekend. So in the low time frames, very big candles to both to the upside and to the downside, and actually for 2-3 days Saturday, Sunday, even Monday price didn't move much actually, but we had a lot of locally intense price action. So for people that were trying to catch high leverage trades, I think probably they got smashed. Also, we saw 600 million liquidations on Sunday, which is the highest that we've seen in the past few weeks. So let's see where we stand now. In the big scheme of things, I shared this idea of flowers a few days ago, and I feel that the probability of that increases. And the reason is that because Bitcoin keeps front running everything. It's like going up without pulling back. A pullback will have to come. So now I see it as, a runaway for a new all-time high, but then I do expect that the price eventually will come down to take all the demand zones that left behind. In terms of how long this might take, I don't know. This is an old sketch of flowers. This would have been done by now, but this is a sketch. I think time-wise it can take much longer. So now effectively we're looking to enter in the D phase to go to sweep the all-time high, and then see whether we'll continue for this scenario or if something else will happen. But again, because we front run a lot of demand zones, I think the chances of this playing out are starting to increase a little bit. For the altcoins, what that means, it's unclear because it depends also what Bitcoin dominance will do. How I'm currently looking the Bitcoin price is now I'm focusing on local ranges because there has been so much manipulation. So there is a very high likelihood of models to fail. So even though I'm still looking for potential distribution or accumulation models, I'm also taking into account other factors. So here I have drawn 3 ranges and I'm in the 1 hour time frame. So the green range is the Monday high to Monday low, so which sets the range for the week. So this is our effectively potential weekly range. Then my white range is it's yesterday's range, which still seems to be valid. So I still have it on my chart. And then this smaller range, this slight yellowish one, it's the today's range, daily high to daily low. So here, so the daily low has actually been taken. So this was the daily low from the Asia session. Now we took it. So now I need to adjust my range here. Sorry, I need to adjust my range here, and now the price started moving to the upside. I don't know if they will go all the way to the top of the range. Also, New York opens in 2 hours, so I don't know what New York will do. Maybe this continues up to the top of the range. Maybe it goes to the middle of the range. It is possible that New York in 2 hours they start a move to take out the Monday low, the daily low, and then send it to the daily high. I don't know, this is ideas, but it's very common that New York session on the opening goes to take one of the extremes of the range before continuing to the other. This happened yesterday. It was somewhere here, the price, I think, when New York opened. They took out the low, they formed a new low, and then very aggressively they went up to take the high. And this is something very common. And as I have mentioned also in my private channel on Telegram, which you can find the link on the link below, and you can join for free. And if you don't like it, you can just leave the channel. So as I have mentioned there a few times, monitoring the New York opening can give you also the possibility of taking some scalp trades. So if you see New York going to take the low, then you can long a scalp long till the high. I'm not really into scalping, so I don't really do that, but it's something valid that you can do. Also here, since we took today even though we're not in the New York session, even since we took the low, you could try a scalp long. The price already moved a little bit. What else? Yes. So what is gonna happen now? I don't know. I'm holding my horses and I'm just monitoring the price action. In the end of the day, I'm monitoring the Bitcoin price action because I care more for my altcoin bugs and trades. So whether Bitcoin will reject from here or will go for a new all-time high, to me it is unclear. I feel there have been so many people sidelined. Fear and greed index is 69, which to me it's not that high if you consider that they were trying to break a new all-time high. And yeah, I think sentiment is a little bit awkward at the moment. So there is definitely no euphoria. There are definitely people trying to short the market. So there are still good reasons for the price to break to a new all-time high. When it comes to the consolidation heatmap, we did take some liquidity above. Here you see we grabbed all this liquidity, and now there is some nice liquidity below, but this is all this liquidity here, the bright yellow, is above 105,000. So I don't know if they will go for that, and if they do, if they will go all the way down, I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if New York opening, they go to take the low, grab the liquidity, and then revert the price and go higher. So I want to go to Bitcoin dominance as well. And I want to show another chart of Lars looking on a potential distribution model, which would be very good for our altcoin bugs. So top 1, top 2. Now a top 3 has already occurred here because this is 1 day old, the chart. So this has happened here. Now we're expecting to see if we will get a break of structure on a low time frame. So basically, if I go to the 4-hour, here we need to make a lower low. So if price pushes below this low, then we will have a bearish break of structure. Then we will be expecting a lower high for a lower low. However, this is not confirmed yet. So at the moment, we have top 1, top 2, top 3. It's not confirmed yet. So it can definitely play out. But if you see price here making a higher low and then continue for a higher high, then the model is invalidated. And also, I think USDT looks quite weak. So I do expect USD dominance drop. So there is some nice confluence to tell us that Bitcoin can go higher, and more importantly, that altcoins have some space to move to the upside. I also want to talk a little bit of DXY, which I have mentioned a few times in the past. It's one of my main theses, and the correlation to the Bitcoin price, the inverse correlation, and the importance here is that I see this chart as a 2-month lead. And I want to mention this because I see people on YouTube using DXY, but they use it on the moment. So I see people saying that this past few days DXY drops, so they expect Bitcoin to go up. I don't see it that way. I shoot 2 months lead. So whatever happens today, I see something like this to play out inversely in Bitcoin in 2 months. So to my eyes, we're end of March here, 2 months ago. So now I think Bitcoin is in this phase, and I expect this move to play out. Okay. And I want to mention one more thing, because when I talked about Lars's model here, I also want to show you guys Marty Party's model here. Okay, so this is, if you Google Wyckoff accumulation model, this is the first image you will see. And if you follow that, now we're in the markup phase, which can send, price to 120,000, 130, I don't know. However, when I trade, if I use a Wyckoff accumulation to trade, the trade stops on the top of the range. So I don't know if we will continue to the markup phase or not, but when it comes to trading, if I see 1, 2, 3, then we target the top of the range. And this is where you would exit the trade, or you would exit most of the trade, and maybe you leave something small if you feel that it will continue to the markup. So I don't take this for granted. It can play out. I hope it will play out, but I don't take it for granted. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover when it comes to the Bitcoin price action, Bitcoin dominance, DXY, and USDT dominance. Now, what I have been doing in terms of altcoins and in terms of leverage trading. I have mentioned before that I have some very good entries from the lows. So I have the low on Say, the perfect bottom, and I have the low, I think I grabbed the low on Jupiter. Yes, on Jupiter. I also have the perfect bottom here. And I don't remember, also on S, but I think S I have 2 trades. I think the bottom, the bottom was here. I grabbed this bottom, but then I added to my position, so things shifted up because this was a tiny position and I want to increase. And I don't remember if I have the perfect bottom in any other coin. So having that, it gave me confidence to build up some more trades, which I did in the first higher low. So here I didn't manage to get the Caspa trade on the perfect bottom. So I managed to perfectly snipe the higher low. And I did that. So I think my new S trade, no, it was here. I don't remember which. I think I have 1 or 2 more coins that I grabbed the first higher low, and then I tried to do that again. So then in coins like, for example, Aero, I didn't get the perfect bottom. I didn't get an entry even here. So I tried to enter in this pullback here. And this I have done with Aero, I think it was Giga, and anyway, a few coins. And this is what I was battling with over the weekend. Because, for example, my Aero price was higher. And then I kept adding to my position. So now my Aero position became 6 times bigger than my original position. And I feel so and so about it. That's because I have these wicks here. I think we're having a nice bottom here. However, these long wicks are a little bit scary. But it has become a very big position now that I want to defend. My current plan of action is I have set a limit order to take profit on the Monday high. So I hope that Aero will go for the high here, as a lot of coins have already done. You know, okay, I can even see like an accumulation like 1, 2, top 3. I hope it will continue. And on the high, I have a limit order to take around 30% of my position. So I want to de-risk, and I also want to have more cash if the price goes back down. Maybe I will add more to my position. It's a position that if they get out this low again, I want to defend. So I don't want to get liquidated here unless something in the overall market changes so much and everything goes to hell. So then no. But as it stands now, it's a position that I want to defend. I've been doing something similar with Giga, but I don't like the Giga chart so much. So with Giga over the weekend, I doubled my position because it came close to my liquidation. And I set a limit order and I sold 50% of my position on the Monday high. So I think that was like 35% into profits. No, this is 8% move, but yes, because I'm on 10x, so this is actually like 80% in profits or something. So I took my profits here, and I want to have cash to defend the position if I see like a liquidation event going sharply down. But with this trade, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm also considering to close the trade. I'm just afraid if by any means, you know, Giga wants to explore lower levels here. Excuse me. But this is gonna be confluence with what happens on Solana. So for now, I have it open, but I'm keeping an eye. And I'm mentioning this just to give you an idea of how I'm playing things. So the entries, excuse me. So the entries down here are very strong entries. Okay, down here are very strong entries. I have nothing to worry about. Same in the first lower high. Again, this is very defended. So now in my other trades like Aero, Giga, and others, I'm in this phase here, and I'm trying, you know, to stay clear of this for the continuation up. So if you're looking for a trade, I'm gonna tell you what I would do if I was in your position looking for a trade. So a coin that I had mentioned a few times in my previous videos, and it's a dear coin of mine, is Zeus. Okay, I see that in the past few hours it's putting a bit of a move. So you see that I'm underwater on Zeus, and it's a position that I have been building for a while, and it's something that makes me very, very comfortable. Why? Because this is a huge accumulation model. So now I'm on the daily chart, and if I go back, so yes, this current level here, you see it's how many times it has found support here. So what is happening with Zeus? I think the model looks fine. If the market goes down, I think there is a possibility that to take this low, but I have already a limit order under my liquidation price. I'm gonna defend this position, and this is I like to go high leverage. I like to go 10x, so I'm a little bit of a degen when it comes to leverage trading. But this one is a 6x position, so it's a little bit easier to defend. So if it comes here, I have an order, it will send my liquidation price much lower. I'm gonna stay clear of this wick, and possibly if I need to add more, I could possibly add more. I think this is a very nice slow cook, a very nice accumulation, and I think there will be a time that Zeus will start grinding up slowly but surely. I think Zeus is the one that I like most. I think it looks so bottomed, and even if it has done a little bit of a move in the past few hours, you can either go to lower time frames to see if you're gonna see. So for example, on the 1 hour, maybe there will be a situation of some sort of an accumulation, top 1, top 2. Maybe it will come down for a top 3. I don't know. If you're going to monitor the price, you can. If you want to find an entry in this coin, I don't like to buy green candles like that, but even if you buy now, and if you buy on low leverage, no more than 4x, here 4x leverage, I think it will give you like a very clear liquidation price, so not much to be afraid of. But we do play the scenario that alts will pick up a little bit over the next few days. If for some reason the whole market nukes, and if Bitcoin dominance doesn't distribute but shoots up again while Bitcoin nukes, then the market nukes. So just be mindful of that. I do build, as I mentioned before, my cubic trade here. Again, it's a very nice, I think, accumulation here. However, it's not such a bottomed chart as Zeus. I don't know if something happens and things reverse, this then will have to go all the way down here. So I will be smoked here. I don't think it's gonna happen, but so Zeus looks really, really bottomed. And I think I'm gonna keep it here. I am in a few low caps, like more decent plays. I'm not gonna mention here. Maybe I'm gonna mention in a future video. However, it's all in my Telegram channel, which again is private. It's free. You can join following the link in the description below. And please, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And yes, I'll keep it here for now. I'll see you in the next one. Stay focused, stay level-headed, and take care.